Yesterday I looked upon the sun. Tomorrow will I look again to find that it has gone? Probably not. Hello, my name is Noedia, and I am an ant, basically. What does that mean? I'll leave it up to you to interpret, I suppose. But all you really need to know is that I do my best, but my life has sort of been defined by a history of traumatic brain injury, which is really just normal brain injury, and sometimes questionable health. Um, I made this channel, so hopefully in the future, maybe a year from now, I won't have to feel so alone. Which I know is not the best reason to make a channel, right? Because there are, um, sort of power dynamic differences between a creator and, their viewers. Um, you know, just because you watch somebody online doesn't make them your friend. And just because somebody watches you online doesn't mean they're your friend. But, I don't need friends necessarily. I just want somebody to, I want to feel like I exist outside of my little bubble I'm stuck in, maybe. Is that so selfish? It feels so selfish, but it might not be so selfish. I'm not sure. That is to be determined, I think. So let me know if it's too selfish. Um, in the meantime, I'm playing Minecraft and talking, and that's really my goal right now is just to play Minecraft and talk. Um, yeah, I want to learn to build. I've seen people create amazing things, like my brother before he left, could create amazing things, and I want to learn all about the different mechanics of the game. I want to learn redstone, maybe even some commands. I want to learn all of it. So if that sounds interesting to you, and my mannerisms and slowness hasn't scared you off, then maybe stick around. Today, though, is my first video and our first time together, and unfortunately, as fun as it would be just to sit and chat the whole time, we really should get going with getting food and getting a bed, maybe making a base of some sort. So that's going to be the goal for right now. Already we're making pretty great progress. We have tools. We have wood. None of that's food or bed or a base, but soon I should be able to get a bed. I'm sorry, sheep. I feel bad about killing the sheep, but I think I'm gonna have to kill the sheep. Um, so, hello, sheep. Don't pay too much attention to me. There's one. Hello, sheep. There's two. Hello, sheep. I saw your eyes, and I killed you anyway. What does that say about me? Probably nothing. It's only a game. So where are we? This is sort of exciting. I see light water in the distance. I see beautiful blue water nearby. I think that I wish my computer could run a shader, but we're just playing this on a laptop. Alright. I see sugarcane. I'm 1/3 of the way to my favorite food. I bet you can guess what it is, if you really think about it. Coal? Do you think there's any chance we'll get lucky and find iron? Probably not, right? But, it may be worth it still to look around. Hmm. I'm wondering if it would be better, which if every time I talked to you, I was not in the middle of doing something. Like I do something, then I take a break to talk, and then I do some more. Hmm. Then I could even do this. As I go into this cave, how scary. I'm gonna look for iron. Alright. Oh, looks like there's not much here. If it's way too dark, I guess we'll find out. And let me know and I can make it lighter. Meh. A black sheep. But this time the black sheep lives. Where to go? What to do? That looks like an interesting cove. It'd be amazing if it weren't almost guaranteed to have um tons of mob spawn if you put blocks there. Let's go out to this little island. Let's make this island our own. It looks pretty barren right now, but we can turn it into something beautiful, I think. And to do that, to start out, I think we'll need a shovel. We'll want to cover it with dirt. Make a little grassy island. And that means we'll need to get a bunch of dirt without making this look ugly. So I guess we just sort of cut away at the edges and make it weirdly smooth because I'm bad at making the terrain look like it naturally generated this way. But maybe, who knows, maybe one day we'll terraform this whole thing. But for now, we're just digging for dirt. So give one moment, and I will be back. I delved too greedily into the side of the hill, and I found stone and gravel. Also, it's almost night, but indeed my shovel has broken, and some dirt has been collected. So now I shall flee. Flee, I say, all the way across the water. You know, really, the more I think about it, the more I think that having a base or an area surrounded by water is one of the worst ways you could go because even if you can light up everything, that looks awesome. It's like a tunnel. Even if you can light up everything, mobs can always spawn in the water. But that being said, kind of too late now. Which is to say, we haven't even started, and it's definitely not too late. But I've already decided that this is what I want to do, so this is what we're gonna do. Now it's just time to mine this down. You know, I had a thought, which is to say, um, would be an amazing place for a lighthouse, right? Like the ships are coming in from sea out there. They have to make their way into down that strait or down that river. So how will they see at night? Of course, you need some sort of way to guide them there. And so I could build a lighthouse here as my first base. And also, lighthouse rocks are often, rocky. So maybe there's only grass around the base. Or maybe there's no grass here at all. But I think grass around the base would look nice. So I think I'm just going to work on that. Bit of a tangent, but do you ever just feel ugly? Recently, I don't know if it's the things that people have been saying to me or just my own thoughts, but I've been feeling just so gross and ugly. Like, no matter what I do, it's not enough, and I can never be good, if that makes sense. Too dark? Anyway, I may be terrifyingly ugly. You probably aren't. But what definitely won't be is this thing, I think. Once we get some grass onto it, I think this will look nice. Then we'll put a big tower all the way up above us. So not as tall as that, of course. And I think we'll have to make it out of wood. But maybe not. I have an idea. So, for now, let's get started by connecting this to grass. Now, as for my idea, I thought concrete. I don't know how terribly difficult it is to work with or get, but maybe if we could build it out of concrete, we could find some roses or something. We could have a white and red. No, because then we would need to get white concrete. That would involve getting white dye. To get white dye, you need bones. And I don't have a lot of bones. So let's just build our first little uh tower, our lighthouse tower out of wood. And then you'll see we really aren't, or I really am not good at building. But hey, there's no way to tell. Maybe I've gotten better. I haven't done anything, so it's doubtful. But the only way to find out is to try. I think we'll make this out of wood and out of stone brick, actually, which means we need some furnaces. Do we want to do this? That's a lot of... I think so. So we can come here as far as getting up to it. And the tower entrance can be like right here, do we think? Let's see. Let's make a furnace or two. And start smelting some stone. Okay. Let's go get this tree. I think this is a good idea. A big tower right there would be really nice. I think lighthouse towers are usually pretty cramped. I think they usually have stairs, but we might use a ladder here in Minecraft where everything takes up a little more space. They'll have a stone brick base, and some of that can be cracked or something. And then it will build up with oak wood, because that's what we have. Maybe we could use oak fence at the corners. Maybe that would look like something. Here's some stone. You know what that means? Here's some stone bricks. So my thought was, we could have it in a big circle. It'd be more of a squarish circle. Then there'd be a corner there. Would this work? Then there'd be a corner there. There we go. And there'd be a corner there. There'd be a corner. Oh. We put in the corners. And we can see. It'd be like that. Build this up a little bit more so we get the idea. No! That's sad. How foolish. How foolish indeed. Then we make stone bricks. Not stone buttons. I saw that up here for a second. Bricks, 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 bricks. Well, I just realized that I accidentally stopped my recording. So, you didn't miss much. I was just about to boat over there to see if it'd be a good spot to make, a farm. But actually, it's getting a little late. But we can still do it. Let's go. So, we are heading... Wait, I accidentally threw my axe. Oh, whatever. This game is so hard. The moon rises. Oh, this is so pretty. Since when has this been a thing, I wonder? Well, let's take a little bit of stick, make a hoe, and make another axe, because we're not going to go diving to get it, I guess. Maybe it will be floating on the surface, actually. And let's make the edge of this area farmland. I'm actually very scared of monsters. So that's still loaded in though, so as long as we're over there. That's the thing. I know about that. Gotta keep things in your view, otherwise they won't actually grow. Because I used to make really giant wheat farms. Make a lot of bread, and I would always have that problem. Because they would go outside of my view, which I had, my render distance was really small because I was just playing on a really old laptop. And then they wouldn't grow. But anyway, here's the rest of the stone. We're one short. How sad. Let's fix that. And we get an even number of planks. Um, so yeah, now we have wheat growing over there. Kind of funny. It looks like the sun is shining on this patch more through the clouds. But really it's just the way the biome goes. I see some fish down there too. So how high do we want to build this stone base, do we think? I think I'd like it to be 2 blocks taller at least, which is another few of these, like 40 something. I have enough coal to do a whole stack. Let's do a whole stack more. I love that sound. Oh, I already had forgotten. We have acacia. Do we want to make our lighthouse out of orange wood? Maybe that could make it look more weathered? Maybe not. Let's do it. I think that's interesting. Then in the future, if we get terracotta, I've spotted something. Do you see it? There's a village. I want to go see. Ah, what's in here? A table, a grindstone. I hear somebody working. Hello, villager. I would totally buy an iron axe from you, but I don't have. Well, maybe I wouldn't. Just one? I knew there could be more. Hello? Bread? Seeds? Saddle? Bucket? That's awesome. That's really nice. Sorry. You just want gravel, you want sticks. I could give you sticks. I could give you sticks. Your whole house is made of sticks. But I won't do that. I got some emeralds. That was not as many sticks as I thought, but I do need my wood, so that's as many sticks as you're getting. Sorry. I hope these people don't mind me pillaging all their materials. I don't even think they would notice. I've never once seen a villager open a chest. Brown egg. I was just making something with eggs today, and I was thinking about throwing the eggs like you do in Minecraft and thinking how messy and terrible that is. Imagine in Minecraft or out of Minecraft, somebody just pelting the ground with eggs and hoping baby chicks come out. That's awful. I'm sorry, but I'm taking this. What is this? How did this village come to exist? Where did this torch come from? This village scares me. It's not right. It's not real. Everything floats. But it's really exciting to see some people. I think one day I'd like to build a city, or at least a better town for them to live in. But for now, I still need to get wood, but the sun is going down. So I gotta make it kind of quick-ish. 3 trees. That's all I got, and now it's time to head back. 3 trees. It's still a I see a skeleton. I don't know if you saw the skeleton. I see a zombie. Is the water better or worse? Probably better, right? There it is. I see a zombie. This isn't even all lit up. Oh, that's bad. That's bad. Let's sleep. Can I sleep? I can sleep. That's nice. Let's build up. Is it bad to... I'm scared of you. Oh no. Why'd that do so much? That was... Okay, well I'm dead. That was really bad. I guess it's not the end of the world. Oh boy. Okay. Well, let's get our things back. And keep going. Death is really just a temporary pause in this game. Okay. It's not so bad. Anyway, I wonder if it's bad to leave corners like that. I know in some versions of the game, when you left just corners, light would sort of seep through, and it sort of looked really bad. Doesn't look too pretty. You know what else we should make? We should make some storage. Let's make barrels. Because I have slabs already. And because I think they would look good. That doesn't look too good, but it's okay. Let's throw away the rotten flesh. Goodbye. You are not a happy memory. Alright. Now, let's build up this tower. I wonder how tall it should be. And we're out. We're out. We're out. Are you climbing to the tree where a dead man called out for his love to flee? Strange things did happen here. What was that? Strange things did happen here, no stranger would it be. We met at midnight in the hanging tree. I want to build a hanging tree. We can do that later. In the meantime, we just gotta get wood to make a big, tall orange tower. So, what are you thinking so far? Is this video a mess or is it okay? Is it really bothering you that I'm left-handed in the game? Anything like that? Any feedback you have, I want to hear it. Because although I did make this channel just to not be alone, I prefer if I'm gonna not be alone, to not be alone with people who enjoy my company rather than people who hate it. I'd be kind of used to both. How does it go again? I think it's the day I looked upon the sun. Oh, that can't be right. That's too short. Tomorrow will I look again to find that it has gone? Well, the sun's gone now. What perfect timing, I suppose. But that's not what I meant. You ever suppose there will be a day when you look outside and find everything's changed? Or look inside and find everything's changed? Sometimes I feel like that. And waffle, waffle, waffle. And blabber, blabber, blabber. Until you all fall asleep. It's raining. So down there, is there like a ruin? Or why is it lit up? What is that? Hello? Are you friendly? I guess so. It's something. I don't know if I trust it. Oh, that does look so flat right now. Because the surface of that is so flat. Maybe we bring it in by a block. Huh. That would make getting the ladder to work tricky. But maybe we bring it in by a block. For the next, um, 10 blocks and then bring it out again. Is that a good or a terrible idea? If we did that, we'd have to figure out a way to put these ladders in a block. Maybe we could use trapdoors. Well, ignore that. That's not going to be there. How does this look? Hmm. Very square. Just as anticipated. Maybe we push those out. So we is more of a circle. So on the outer faces, it's the same width actually. This gets smaller in the corners. And then think about widening it out again. I just noticed that grass has been spreading. Isn't that cool? That makes me happy. Ah! I always mess it up. Ah! Yay, yay. Oops. If you fall and then right click a bed, does that cancel your fall damage? I think it does. Oh, I see. Interesting. Well, let's see how this looks. Ah, it's still not quite right, but it's a lot better. Maybe we should have just built the whole tower like this, to be honest. Or maybe we can edit that later. But if we kept up going like this, like doubled that, so 10 more blocks, and then added a top, I think that wouldn't be so bad. But I don't know if I want to do that now. I'm getting kind of tired for some reason. We're out of food. Has any food grown? Food's growing, but not fast. Oh, we might have to kill some animals. That would be sad. Well, I think we will save that for another day to decide what we're gonna do. For now, thank you for watching. I really appreciate it, and well, I mean, yeah, appreciate it. That's all.